This is what we are saying. Me as a shadow minister, and on the other side from the National Unity Platform, we are saying the government we want to replace should stop perceiving the media as a rival of the sort and should refrain from gagging those in the press which deters them from truthfully reporting for the community. The government should come after the press. The government comes after the press in a bid to conceal the truth and create an environment of fear and control. You all know the truth. You all went to school and you know what your professional ethics are. You know what you're supposed to report for people out there to, get informed about. I will give examples of journalists who have been beaten, battered, but nothing has been done. If something has been done, some have been bought off. For example, we have cases that have never seen the light of day. We've heard of people being battered, beaten to pulp, and before you know it, they are called, they are given some money, and they disappear.
Oweereza omumpi n'omuwanvu bonna be bantu Katonda be yatonda, ONRM, ONUP, FDC, as long as the issue that is being championed impacts and touches people's lives and we have a cause and a role to play, we will continue doing that. We are not afraid of the other suspicions that people will create. When I am reading the association, you have 7. And then I say, I be for who now? Okay. When I am with Chagulanyi, we watch Chagulanyi. We were basically. I want you to shift gears and start looking at us as service to society and the community. Once we succeed on that, these things will be bad, will be around, story gone. So, Honorable, I have read that for those many minutes to really try and explain, because you are a voice for a bigger community. The seat you hold is very critical to our needs. And not look for small things.
We should take swift interventions to report about them and force every actor to respond. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are residents of a very vulnerable global zone to climate change. I mean Africa. Although our emissions contribution is not more than 3%, if we keep folding our hands in situations, we'll keep exacerbating. Although political leaders and civil society have participated in demanding for responses at international stages, we need your voices as press to demand for justice.
Now let me talk about the other DCs and the local commissioners, especially up country. They are permanently censored. Actually, there is another DC who is the editor, external editor of the radio station, because he determines who is hosted and which information is aired on the radio. I'm not mentioning the radio station, but it's there, it's Northern Uganda. We demand that brutality and repression by Uganda police and the other security agencies directed at the journalists, who in most cases are clearly identifiable with their stands, cameras, you have your press IDs, but we saw police beating you up, or maybe tear gas being fired, unleashed at the journalists. Why? Is it deliberate, or is it by design? We demand that also Uganda police investigates the death of at least 7 journalists in this country, including the former Uganda president. We've never received a comprehensive report on who killed the journalist, why was he murdered. We've had journalists being killed as early as 2003. You remember Thomas Pere from New Vision, Jimmy Kidega of Womukat, certainly Tembo Mpasia in in Kasese, Poto, there was Paul Kigundu, Dixon Sentongo, Robert Kagolo, former president of Uja. They were all murdered. Do you have a report? Has anyone been convicted of these killings? None. So we need the Uganda police to give us a report. Why haven't they prosecuted these killers? Uganda Journalist Union is convinced, beyond reasonable doubt, that the now then application of the Draconian Computer Misuse Act and the criminal libel charges against journalists is only aimed at intimidating journalists, suppressing freedom of expression, stifling their access to information, and altogether muzzling the media in Uganda.
We have had the part of a journalist who is now facing the crisis ahead of him. We are being given an example of Kenya. But also we are having a crisis of environment facing the same journalist. In my introduction here, I've already said that free and independent press is critical to democracy. It is an enabler of enjoyment of the right. We have right of expression. We have rights to clean environment. Talk about many rights under there, right to water, shelter, all that is a factor within the environment. Now, when you look at our legal framework, we have the right of expression, we have the right to environment, but if you read the Constitution very well, one right is missing. That is the establishment of the so-called journalism in the Constitution. But we want them to be our vehicles to ensure that environment, the causes of environment are advanced. But the so-called vehicles we are having are not having the legal foundation.